Hello, 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 and welcome to this episode of Tomb of Annihilation. My name is John, I am your GM, and I am joined by Sean,
Aldo,
Tanny,
Hi.
Ben.
I'm currently alive.
That's all we can ask for.
that's half the battle.
Maddie,
Hello.
and Scar.
Hello.
Carboom isn't feeling that well this week, but will be joining us again, hopefully next session.
Hopefully he feels better then.
And fingers crossed that he feels better soon.
Feel better now, damn it!
In the
Kind
meantime,
of power.
we are going to play some D&D.
Yay.
In last session, you guys realised that you had managed to collect all 10 of the crystalline eyeballs that you had been collecting from tier 3, level 3 of the tomb, and went to confront the large scary door.
Not the large, scary door.
Indeed. Riordan went to the front of the group and inserted the crystal eyes into the door, and was not dissuaded as his reflection and the reflection of Torin Vasudha Sergiesh slowly discorporeated in front of him.
Nice word.
Thank you. As slowly they decayed into undead forms of their true selves. As the 10th eye was inserted, the door slid open to reveal an empty chamber with a skeleton key within it. And as you burst into the room, careful to not slip on the slippy floor, Seraphine, Philippe, and Dragonbait charged into the room. None of them slipped over. They confronted and quickly dispatched the skeleton key, and soon came face to not face with an invisible beholder that was in the room. And in an epic chase, they legged it the other way, taking the head of the skeleton key with them.
Screaming as we went.
Momentarily transmuting the form of the beholder into that of I believe, an Almirage.
Yes, it was an Almirage.
Before Romad banished it, allowing you a couple of minutes reprieve to escape. Upon its return, you found that it was able to project its eyestalks through the mould that it inhabited the third floor of the tomb. And in a daring, rushed, very hasty escape, Torin very much assisting Seraphine and Theodas as they both ran ahead with torch and flame arrow in hand, dealing with patches of the mould, and Torin's aura of protection stopping them from dealing with the worst of the eyestalk's rage. You managed to burn a path down to the 4th level of the tomb, where you found another mysterious bronze plaque warning you of a number of hazards on this level. Would you like me to recap you on that?
Sure.
Yes, please.
So the bronze plaque read, "Death to fire, dine or drown, precious air and falling sand. The army sleeps in silence, the mirror holds 12. Find the iron scepter's twin, the maze holds the key." And hopefully when I press the show to players button, you guys all got to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I opened it and
And then you very quickly found a quiet corridor, bedded down for the night. You took a standard watch pattern, and nothing of any particular interest occurred throughout the night. And so we find yourselves the following morning Whoever took the last watch wakes the rest of the group, and you are ready to move on with your day. I have also added to your character sheets the experience points. The experience points for fighting the Beholder.
I'm guessing you mean you've done that to D&D Beyond.
Possibly I've not done it to your character sheets here, but only on the ones on D&D
I must admit,
Beyond.
I was wondering why I had two different numbers. But that doesn't matter, so long as one of them has it. One's keeping track, that's fine.
So what would you guys like to do on the 4th level of the tomb?
Well, we've got a key to find.
I would like to stretch.
A metal attached skull to find more.
Oh yes, I completely forgot to mention in the recap that Riordan is now a woman.
That too.
Apparently that skipped my mind. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh,
I mean, clearly you weren't thinking.
Clearly.
Because if you were, you would have known.
It doesn't matter, it's fine.
At least put a shirt on.
Why do I need to put clothes on? Seriously, there wasn't a problem when I was male. What's the difference now?
Whatever.
The question is, which way are we supposed to go? Because there's this path, and then there's this path.
There's a
also
little
seems to be
path
something-
like down here as well, like on the landing.
Yeah, there also seems to be something here.
I'm going to follow you because I can't remember. I wasn't here for the last session. And I can't remember how we got here.
These
So I'm
stairs.
going to follow you.
That path just leads down to level 5. So, like
Maybe
this
not that yet.
path here, which we've got the skull from level 5 already. I believe. Hold on. Yes, we've got the skull from level 5 anyway. Just need the skull from this floor.
Romad goes off to finish preparing breakfast.
So there's this door down here between two little sticky out things, which looks very ominous. There's a little path up here, which and was there another path? No, it's just this path down here, no, down here as well. I'm moving Torin because obviously I can only see what my torch allows me to see.
Well,
So path down this way, path up there, path between ominous sticky out bits.
well, ominous has always attracted me, but once again, I'm going to leave it to you guys to make your decision. Apparently, I've made too many bad ones.
Yes.
You could have at least said no. I mean, my goodness. Am I that bad?
Yes.
Torrent's just being blunt today.
Maybe you don't want me at all.
Didn't say that.
I'm curious
You've
by
meant it.
either these two paths. Maybe because they're the closest, but
Well,
I
other
feel
path's
like
just
this one
there,
might be a
but
trap.
this is-
Okay, in
I-
regards to where Seraphine is, these two are the closest.
well, there's
This one seems too shifty. though.
I'm pretty sure I don't have.
Theodas just puts his head in his hands and starts hitting it against the wall lightly.
I know the feeling, but I have no idea what's going on.
I mean,
Riordan went on. That's what caused Theodas to smack his head against the wall now.
Don't you say going on, though. My goodness.
Exactly that went on.
I don't know where this change of emotions coming from.
I'm just suddenly very emotional.
I feel quite.
I've never had to go through this, okay?
I mean, With inquiry, GM,
Yes, Sean.
would the thing attached to the skull be considered an object? Because I prepared locate object today. I'm just trying to think if I could try to locate it via that.
Let me double check the rules of locate object.
And it's describe or name an object that is familiar to you, which we know that it's going to be a shaped bit of metal attached to a skull.
Mind you, the other side of things, would it have to be particular? Like, are these keys different shaped?
They are different shaped, but they're all geometric shapes.
That's true.
So they're all, I mean...
And if you roughly know that it's going to be a skull with a key attached to it.
Yeah. So we've got octagon, triangle, square, pentagon, so all of them are...
I think from the looks of the rules of it, it would only allow you to locate the nearest one to you, because you don't know specifically the key that you're missing.
That wouldn't include the one...
Which would basically be the ones that you currently have.
Well, technically, those are in a bag of holding, which is a different dimension.
Good point.
Court is in session. Rules lawyers.
Order! It's just I'm trying to think of an easy way to be able to find at least a direction.
Am I able to look down this
Yes.
path to see, for starters, what could potentially be down here? And is there any traps?
You can
Which is
look
gonna
down
lead
that
us to our
path.
demise? Do I need a perception check?
About 10 feet down this path, the dusty corridor turns into a staircase that goes down about 15 feet into a lower tunnel. Resting on the floor at the bottom of the staircase is an old treasure chest. And just beyond the treasure chest, the tunnel opens into a large, dark chamber.
Okay. Turns to the other. Well, I figured out what this path leads to. It turns into a staircase and leads down to a lower room area. I don't know what's it. The only thing is that there is a random chest at the bottom of the stairs, kind of blocking the way. So,
I would like to do. I haven't even got my character sheet up. I'm a mess today. And also, Google, go away. No.
Never.
Maddie,
I am Google.
Maddie,
Yes.
would you like to give me a perception check to see if you spot anything else down that corridor?
I will give it a try.
If we hear that the chest appears to be breathing, I'm worried.
I go blind, apparently.
Apparently so.
You're very amazed by the brickwork down this corridor.
Barely see the chest.
Can I try to do the same?
You can attempt to do the same,
I
yes.
will step out of the way and let you do it, because she's just like looking at it. It's just like, I think it's a chest, or it's just a big dog.
Anything. It could be anything about knee high to a human. It's...
So, Theodas, you look down the corridor and you see that 10 feet down it turns into stairs that go down. At the bottom of the stairs is a chest. It looks quite an old treasure chest with a rusty lock on it. And just beyond it, it opens into a huge dark chamber. However, you also notice that the first 10 feet or so of the following room, the stonework looks a little bit out of place, and you can smell the distinct tinge of acid.
Well, bad news, guys. This place sucks, but we already knew that.
I take it that way as a
How
I take it that way as
Everybody's talking together. I have no idea who's speaking.
Sorry.
it's okay. Danny, you go.
I'm just like concerned that that Theodas's perception's at 11 and he's got 29. Is that normal?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got a kick-ass perception.
I've got proficiency in perception, +4 proficiency bonus, and 3 in wisdom. So yeah, I'm extremely perceptive.
Please continue then, because Jesus Christ.
So unfortunately, that's what happens when he rolls an 18. It's not quite as good as he can roll, but still.
Yeah, that was a bad roll for me.
Theodas is about one of the few people that might spot Talon coming.
Oh, Marvin.
Or Marden.
Maybe.
So I take it that way is no way then.
You can't be in no way.
Not necessarily no way. It's just
Be careful.
to some extent.
First. It's not the
You have a
first
big careful
option.
run. Well, okay then. Let's just take a look at this one over here. And go and stand and look at the ominous.
Okay, you're going to go look at the ominous door.
With the little things next to it.
What appears to be a large stone door looms at the end of the hallway, but it bears no hindle. No hindle. This is what happens when you try to read two words at the same time. It bears no handle or hinges. Jutting from the wall on either side of the door are two matching bronze sculptures, the head and neck of a serpent with its fangs bared. Above the door, inscribed in the lintel, is the following message in common. Warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the gruel for the ghoul.
Does he read that aloud to us all? Or?
I'll say so, yes.
Warm like flame, cold for the cruel,
Cruel.
still for the dead, gruel for the... None of these options sound lovely.
Blood.
What?
That's what it wants. Warm blood, cold-blooded, still blood for the dead, gruel for the ghoul. They eat blood and meat.
Riordan, can you make me a quick perception check?
Certainly. 18.
Well, I mean, you're not quite as good as Theodas, but...
Well,
fuck you.
Hey, for the record, I said nothing there.
But you can hear a slight...
Okay.
coming from the snake's open mouths.
Can I look inside the snake's open mouth without sticking my face into the mouth?
You can. It is open, and you can see that there is dried blood on the fangs.
Okay. I have a feeling that these want blood.
can I call it?
Good job, Torin. You get a medal.
Do we have any volunteers?
I'm a small
God knows
person.
I'll
I
go
have
for
I
it.
have I have very little blood.
She's got like a pint max.
Well, perhaps not a good option for you to do it then. How about someone bigger?
I'm just looking if we do not have like something.
I'm trying to think, do we have like anything that could...
Yeah, produce blood in any way.
And that is a point. Perhaps we could just sort of cut a hand and pour it. I have a gold cup.
I mean, I can conjure an animal and we
I was gonna
butcher
suggest
it.
that.
Yeah, I think we've done that before,
was-
haven't we? Where we've summoned something to sacrifice. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was chicken, I believe.
So
Yeah.
I think that would work.
It worked the
Yeah,
first
you-
time.
Can you
Let's do another
summon
chicken.
2?
Why 2?
There are 2 heads.
Yeah.
And they're very thirsty.
And I'm presuming that we might need to feed them at the same time.
Maybe.
How much blood does it need? Because,
Well, how do I know that?
We just know it likes it either warm, cold, dead, or coming from a drool, maybe. I don't know.
Don't we
John?
have nearby
Yes.
dead enemies, do we?
If I conjure 2 animals, does that take 2 spell slots from me?
What's the spell that...
It would be conjure animals.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
mean, that
can
makes
conjure
sense.
2 of a certain type if you do a
Romad pulls out his hand axe and says, I'll do it.
Oh no, I can do 4 bits of challenge rating 1, 2 or lower. I assume a chicken is lower than 1.
A chicken?
I would
Chicken's level 5.
Chicken.
Suddenly look at the monster manual. Challenge rating 30?
Sorry, I'm mixing up the
Where are
cockatoo.
we doing? Are we doing over here?
Yes, the...
Could you hold on for the moment? Let me conjure my chickens, and then you can have them.
You can conjure 8 chickens.
I conjure 8 chicken on Riordan.
Suddenly,
Grab
in a
one of the
scene
chickens.
that would be horrific if Riordan was Link from Legend of Zelda, a bevy of chickens suddenly appears and starts squawking around her.
Can I grab 2 of the chickens and thrust them into both of the mouths at the same time?
You do this, and the snake's fangs pierce the flesh, and you can just hear where the moaning was a moment ago. As something is very, very hungrily feeding.
I don't think these have been fed in a while.
And now, in a search that is going to be interesting on my Google search results,
How much blood does a chicken have?
that is literally in my Google search history now.
Well, this could be
This is
I
the
mean,
moment. I am very, very happy to say that we didn't take a child.
This is where you find out that a chicken has
At very least,
not enough
remember
blood.
that you brought forward 8 of them, so at least we can do this another 3 times.
Also, that took just 1 spell slot. If I want, I can do that on 2 more times, so I can spawn enough
I'll just say to
16
Romad,
chicken.
grab 2 more of the chickens ready.
No.
Seraphine just covers her eyes.
Yeah, she's like,
Now that would also cover her ears.
she doesn't want to hear or see the chickens like getting mauled.
Riordan, it does indeed take all 8 chickens.
Oh my god.
Everyone, grab the chickens! Repeat as I do!
But
Blood,
once
blood, blood.
once the chickens are no more, and they just kind of conveniently fizzle away,
Just every single time that the chickens disappear, just grab the next 2 and shove them straight in the mouth. It'll disappear again.
there is a
Number 2!
clinking of chains and a moaning, and the door slowly rises up into the ceiling.
I've come to realise I'm always at the front when this happens.
And if I go to the right layer, I can remove that door.
Ooh. Oh.
I am concerned.
Ooh. I
This
see some figures inside.
This vaulted chamber features a 10-foot deep sunken floor surrounded by a ledge without railings. Alcoves along the ledge hold painted wooden statues of hornet-headed humanoid warriors, each wearing a grass skirt and clutching a spear. A gruesome throne lashed together of bones and strips of skin stands atop the western ledge opposite you. A fearsome horned skull surmounts the throne, and small skulls are piled around it. The seat of the throne appears to be made from stretched skin, and has a metal scepter resting on it. Shuffling around the sunken portion of the room are 3 gaunt humanoids in dusty robes, draped with cobwebs, their eyes and mouths stitched shut. Armed with paintbrushes and clay pots of pigments, they are painting the walls and pillars with grim, poorly rendered renditions.
Good news, guys. I see skulls ahead. Maybe one of them has a key attached.
Is anybody currently possessed by Obalaka?
No. I think we've got...
Ronaldo.
Renala is.
Oh, Ronaldo's, yeah.
So, Scar.
Yes.
Obalaka advises Renala to not disturb the throne or pick up the scepter, but admits not knowing for certain that either of those is a harmful act.
I'm sorry, what?
Renala will say, the voice in my head says that we should not disturb the throne or pick up the scepter, but we'll keep the idea of, I don't know if it's harmful or not, just for the sake of, not sounding like a fucking idiot.
Meanwhile, Seraphine.
Oh boy. Zots, what do you got to tell me?
Papazots
Papazots. Papazots.
says to you that the throne is made from the bones of dead Omuans,
Oh boy.
and the skull is of Omu's great Minotaur champion, Karagos.
Okay, cool. Great. Alright, so Papazotto just told me. Apparently the throne is made from old Omuan skin, and the giant skull you see, that is like the... What was it? The Minotaur champion something or other?
Karagos.
That guy. I don't know how that's useful, but...
So he was
Apparently he's
defeated then.
very... Yeah, apparently he's held highly worthy.
Mind you, we've seen the dead being brought back to life, so the fact that he's been defeated might not be the greatest piece of advice. Curious.
I'm so scared to go in.
So, does anyone had any voices in their head saying this? No, we shouldn't go in.
Any of them? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Please, for the love of God.
I'm literally going to walk in just up to that ledge and see if those 3 do anything.
Roll the dex save.
They don't. One of them is sort of... All 3 of them have got paint pots. One of them is painting over a piece of artwork, and all you can make out of it is a human female... sorry, not female. Human male. Choking on poisonous gas.
Oh, that's a lovely image.
You recognise the scene as that you found down on level 5. This is the late Lord Brixton, who was in the Gears of Hate, and whose body you found.
Oh, joy.
Meanwhile, the other 2, one of them is painting on the wall a scene in the Gears as well, but this time it is of a large cat warrior being enveloped by a shambling mould.
That's what happened to Philip.
And the other depicts a group of adventurers made up of 2 elves, a gnome, a half-orc, a dragon born, and a tabaxi.
I swear to
standing in a corridor.
In front of two snake things.
None of the figures depicted are wearing clothes, and they are all heavily blushing.
Well,
Can't be us. Where's Dragon Bait?
that's the other side of things. Can't be us. I wasn't blushing.
Also, where's the sheep?
Yeah, where were the sheep? Damn it!
I remember there was a sheep included in this place. Or a goat.
Well, in the
I think it was a
room, is there anything
goat?
else which could
Question
be
mark?
seen?
I think it was a goat that I made, yeah. Poor goat. I don't remember what happened to it.
I assume it was either killed horribly or just unsummoned.
I think it just ran out of summoning time.
Yeah, probably. Either that or we ate it.
One of these two things happened.
So, now I'm in the room. Is there anything else which I could see?
Not from where you are.
10-foot drop, you say?
Don't jump.
How tall's the ceiling?
The ceiling is 15 feet up.
Okay. I am going to come over to this bit of wall, start walking up the wall and across. Try and get a better view.
Okay.
Should we go in?
I would like to take a look at that throne now I'm next door to it.
Alright, I am going to go into the room just with my bow ready, just because I feel it's going to be needed at some point.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I see little star things here, so that could mean something.
Those are the statues. They are statues of hornet-headed humanoid warriors wearing grass skirts and clutching a shield.
Okay.
Hornet
There's
heads, huh?
also the stairs here that probably just lead down to the area.
They do just lead down to the lower floor.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm stood next door to the throne. Can I see anything of significance? Get a better view of it.
The throne is made up of skin, bones. The skulls are not... the large skull on top of it is a huge minotaur skull. The skulls that are smaller are not large enough to be fully grown humans.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Once again, Days After the End protects me from this shit.
Right. Baby killer minotaur. Gotcha. And, can I see a better definition of this scepter?
The scepter is made of solid iron and has an adamantine head.
Hmm.
Don't die.
Yes, do not do that. Both in-game and out-of-game. Fullies.
The other side of things, whilst I'm stood closely, I'm going to make a loud noise and sort of... Because these people, they have sort of their eyes stitched together, I'm keeping my eye on the one which I'm closest to and yelling back to the others all the information which I've just come across.
Right.
To see whether they react.
They do not.
Ah,
I have a sneaking suspicion that they'll only react if we touch the throne or the scepter.
I agree. Yeah, for some reason I have a feeling that it might be necessary to actually take the scepter.
Perhaps.
I'm
Remember-
to talk to you upside down at this point. So.
Renata is going to shout, "Remember? The voice in head said do not touch the throne or scepter."
I know. And yet, when it comes down to it, I can't help but believe that we might need to.
Well, did we need to come in here at all?
That's
I
a good
don't
question.
know.
Riordan is an interesting sight at the moment as all of his hair is just falling upwards. as are other parts.
Yeah, they're knocking my chin. I'm not too happy about that. But still.
That's why you wear fucking clothes.
Is there any way like
Fine.
is there any way Seraphine could like do a perception to see if there's anything else that like stands out in the room? Chance? Or would that be investigation?
Give me an investigation. It might need you to wander around the room a little bit.
Okay. Boop. There, I've wandered. Investigation time. God damn it! I am
Can I
rolling
also do an
low tonight.
investigation as well?
Yes.
You see nothing.
So let's face it, I have been wandering all over this place. Let's see. That's hilarious. I have 0 in my investigation and got...
Riordan,
Yes.
as you've wandered back and forth across the roof a couple of times, you've noticed that somebody's left a secret door open in the back of this alcove.
Ah. Very
It's not quite fully shut.
I would like to go over and, still clinging from the ceiling, push open the door and take a look in.
The walls of this room are adorned with tiny tiled mosaics of a jungle city intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans wearing gold skirts and carrying spears and ornate jars. Or jugs. The ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky. A bejeweled cockroach rests atop the sarcophagus of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold to resemble a smiling sun.
Huh. Hey guys, you want to come and take a look at this?
What's over there?
As I say, come and take a look at this. It's beautiful, I can barely describe it.
Wait, what fucking Torin?
Just room cautiously.
You all see the thing I described.
Is Mr. Magic Detector nearby? I don't trust anything in this room.
I think Romad is needed.
Is...
In a minute.
So I can detect magic, but I have to waste a spell slot. Unless we want to hang around for 10 minutes, I can cast it as a ritual.
I mean, are we in a hurry?
I mean, these guys don't seem overly thrilled to see us or interested.
No, they're just painting away. You note that one of them has started to add a sheep to his fresco.
Son of a bitch!
It was a goat, not a sheep. I can't even get the details right.
He adds horns to the sheep.
No, damn it, now it's a ram!
So yeah, that's just text and fucking...
And he writes on the side, and he writes on the side of its fluffy fleece, "Goat."
Dude, that's just takes the fucking brushes. I know, that's a sheep, that's a goat. You do the things right.
Oh, God.
Okay. Detecting magic. There is a faint magic within the cockroach.
Magical cockroach.
Inside the cockroach.
Inside the cockroach.
And also the sun.
Also the sun.
The golden sun that hangs from the ceiling has magic cast upon it.
Hmm.
As you take some time to look over the items, they are both evocation magic.
Okay. I explain this to everyone.
So is that a go to like get them, or are we gonna?
Well, they're either things that you can use to do that magic, or things that are going to shoot that magic out if we touch them. I don't know whether I don't know whether they're traps. I just know they're magical.
Okay, I got an idea. Come out of the room, and one of us will like throw a rock or something at one of them, and see what happens.
Yeet everything at it.
Okay, does anyone have a stone now?
Riordan is still in the room cutting her hair.
Then I will wait until Riordan is done cutting her hair.
No, pardon me.
Okay.
Riordan is now wearing straps of his her bedroll tied around her chest. Her hair cut as short as she could with a makeshift knife. The rest tied with a bandana made from bedding.
Alright.
What's to be yeeted at first?
For starters, I assume there's just random, like, little bits of pebbles or rocks, like, from the tomb, like, just on the floor that we can pick up.
Yeah.
Okay, picks one up. Seraphine will try tossing it at the cockroach thing first. Do I need a strength?
I'm half imagining that the cockroaches go like, fuck off!
Just suddenly realize, hey, the fuck you doing?
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, thank God, dexterity is so much better than my strength.
It's more about hitting it than... Oh dear.
I am rolling lovely today.
You throw the stone and it just bounces off the top of the sarcophagus. You're a little bit to the side of the cockroach.
She will try again.
You do see that it is a cockroach made of gold, set with precious gems.
She will try again.
Okay, roll me another dexterity check.
That's slightly better.
With that, it gets knocked off the top of the sarcophagus. And just ding, 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 on the floor.
And it explodes.
It opens.
It opens. Guys, I opened it, I think.
The way you're asking, it just looks like you're expecting this game to turn into a fucking Michael Bay movie.
You can't blame me for being careful.
And then everything explodes!
In this tomb, there are places that can just fucking explode.
Would you like to go and see what it has opened into, or would somebody else like to?
Goes in.
Thank you.
I'm fine where I am.
Torin.
Yes?
So, Tammy, keep me company.
Yeah, sure.
The golden cockroach. The golden cockroach. The golden cockroach has opened and spilt onto the floor its contents. One is a small jade key shaped like a crocodile.
Interesting.
The other is a necklace with 8 red beads on it.
Well, one of these at least is magical.
Oh, romance. Can you test and see if they are evil or bad? Or is the ritual still?
I kind of poke them both.
What do I do?
Nothing happens, I'm assuming.
Nothing happens when you poke them. I mean, they react as if you had poked them. You don't just, like, ghost through them.
I pick them both up. They die.
You have now got in one hand a key shaped like a crocodile made of jade. In the other, a necklace of fireballs.
What?
What? I mean, I assume they're not lit.
Out of character. I know exactly what this is.
It looks like a necklace with 8 numbers. Icon numbers. 8 red shifting beads on them. It looks like you've seen people cast the fireball spell. It looks like the ball of fire sort of encapsulated within the bead.
Cool.
It shifts slightly.
Interesting.
Jade, crocodile, key. Okay.
It's a crocodile.
And fuck it, I'm gonna take the cockroach too.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the question is, should I try throwing another stone at the sun?
Well, that also had evocation magic. But obviously,
Alright.
if I'm going to do that, I'm going to get out of it.
I was gonna say, Torn, get out of the room before I throw it. Okay, picks up another stone. Actually, also advises Romad to maybe move over here, just so he's not in the doorway in case a burst of flames comes out of the room suddenly.
He goes.
Just explodes. Like the room might
Exactly.
explode.
You
Like a
never
Michael
know.
Bay movie.
Anyways, and then yeah, I'm gonna throw another stone at the sun. Dexterity check.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like the way that measuring thing
I'm only
came out.
I'm only getting slightly better.
Are you doing it from where you are currently stood?
That
Yes.
means no.
No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No.
I mean,
Yes.
where you're
No.
currently stood, I'm going to assume you can't actually see it.
Is that the case?
Basically, it would be very difficult to do it from where you currently are.
Okay, fine. I'll bite the bullet. I'll stand in the doorway. Pick up another rock, or
Okay.
just use the rock that I had in my hand because I assume I didn't get the chance to throw it. And I
You
will
fling the rock.
throw it.
It hits into the sun. And the smiling face of the sun fades into an inscrutable expression. And there's just a burst of heat.
Question. Inscrutable. What does that mean?
You can't make it out.
Okay.
It
So,
is an expression, but you don't know what the expression is.
well, that's helpful. Okay. So, I'm gonna find. Never mind.
Seraphine, as the flames
Yes.
just burst out of the sun,
How did I fucking know?
you take 15 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Great.
Should have seen that coming.
And you can then dive to the side.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna stand here and take more of the fire damage. No, I'm kidding. Do not.
I mean, I can if you like.
No.
As many rounds as you stay there.
No. Good. I'm good.
The sun, as soon as Seraphine steps back to the side, the sun stops emitting the heat, and the smiling face reappears.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
I've
so
learned something
don't
today.
mess with the sun.
Don't mess with the smiling sun. Let's leave.
Yeet!
Seraphine, why are you smoking? I don't want to talk about it.
Seraphine's face is slightly red, like she's just been sunburnt.
Just like one bit of hair
Did you
sticking
just
up,
tut me?
smoke smouldering.
I threw a rock at the sun. I don't know what I was thinking. And yes, I just tutted you.
Out of context, that's weird.
Okay, right. I apologize. It wasn't like the big sun. It was like a little tiny it was a makeshift sun. It had a smile on it, and I threw a rock at it, and then the smile faded, and it had a really indescribable face on it, and then boom, I'm blasted with fire. So, moral of the story is, apparently the sun was smiling. I don't know why.
The sun had its hat on.
So it got pissed because you stoned it, yes. So, moral of the story is, don't throw rocks at the sun. Whether it's smiling or not. Yes, also, that probably is also the case. Yeah, just don't throw rocks at people. Okay, let's move on, because we're not touching the throne, we're not touching the scepter, we are getting the frick out of this room, we got a key and we got a necklace. I think it's safe to say we got what we needed. So, Romad and Reardon, let's go!
Okay. So
Breaking things.
it's up along this corridor, or down the corridor in the hallway.
What do you prefer, death or death?
Cake.
I'm afraid
Oh.
it's not a choice.
Pulls out a cake out of nowhere.
I can have cake. I'm the GM.
Just watch. We're going to get to the end of this, and the big bad is going to be sat there with a big plate of cake. Just...
Honestly, I would kill him for the cake. Because after months of traveling through the fucking tomb, you see the guy with a cake, just kill him for the cake.
Yeah. So I just need something. Just need something nice.
So you slew the horrible enemy for the good of the people. No, just for the cake he had.
But also the people, right? No, just the cake. Just the cake.
It was a fucking fantastic cake.
It was a great cake, mate.
It was so moist.
It tasted of victory.
So moist.
I think we're going a bit sidetracked, yeah?
Yeah, we are. Up toward mysterious chest of acidiness.
I think you mean down.
Or downstairs, but up this corridor.
Up, down, or down,
Or
round.
to the end of this thing and go down the corridor in the hallway.
This is not going to be confusing as fuck.
Or you go up and go down some stairs.
You
Or
go
you go-
north, or you go south.
Or you go down, go along the corridor.
So stairs or not stairs, basically.
Yes.
I don't know. What do the other people think?
What do the other people think?
Well, Seraphine thinks BRB, but apart from that,
Well, we'll just follow.
okay. What about Romant?
No one hasn't gone down here, no.
No, not yet.
We've
I
looked
just-
down there, but not gone down there.
I just know there's a chest that looks fairly ancient, and 10 feet of acid thingy downstairs. Don't recall the exact terms.
I did make an Eldritch sight on that chest,
You did.
and I got nothing back, and I don't know what really magic or not.
You didn't see any magic on the chest.
No magic.
There was magic inside the chest, but you couldn't tell what it was because you couldn't see in it.
Honestly, I'm just suspecting it's a mimic.
Honestly, if it was a mimic, I would be thrilled. Because I've played a lot of D&D and never got a mimic. That would be my first
same.
mimic ever.
We're gonna make it
Well,
out.
that's the big thing. The entire tomb is a mimic.
Well then. I mean, if we go down, aren't we going down the level?
Well, with that room up north, I don't know.
No, this is all on the same level,
It's all on the same level,
technically.
technically.
We go down then.
Riordan,
Yes,
are you still walking on the ceiling?
I am.
Could you make me a perception check, please?
Isn't he bumping his head on everyone else?
I assume if he
Remark,
walks
darling, I am very good at getting people.
walks between people. Okay.
Did you just call me darling?
Yes, darling.
No! 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 And no! You call me Theodore, so you call me nothing.
Okay.
And I swear to God,
say
and I
darling.
swear to God, if you call me nothing, I'm shooting you.
We shall see.
Renata looks at Riordan, pissed.
What? Isn't this what you all wanted?
Are people coming, or am I the only one going?
Tammy is following you.
Great! I am protected by Tammy, I feel so safe.
Hey, I'm right behind you, real.
Apparently, Riordan just walks over me.
It's on the
Once
stairs.
again, above head.
Chesty chest.
Yep,
It's a chest.
it is a chest.
Is
Of
it locked?
chest value. Does it look in any way, shape, or form creepy?
It looks old. The lock itself looks rusted. Other than that, no, it doesn't look particularly more creepy than any other chest you may have seen.
I'm gonna kick it with my foot first to check.
Hi-ya!
One moment.
How does a mimic react to that? I'm pretty sure it's a mimic. Unless
Okay, is everybody currently happy with their order within this room?
I think realistically, Torin would have waited to bring up the rear to make sure we're not ambushed from behind.
I think technically Renala would be where Tammy is, because Tammy can't. I mean, Tammy can't take a full space. It's Tammy.
Okay.
Doink.
I'm just gonna move Tammy into the wall for a second for the purposes of.
Of the horrors I'm going to unfold to you.
Oh, that also works. Riordan.
Yes.
I didn't actually want to speak to you. I just apparently can't remember people's names tonight.
If you mix the two elves together, that's extremely racist, sir.
Apparently, I'm a little racist at the moment.
Same with the gnomes.
Theodas,
How dare you?
you kick the chest, and the chest sort of jumps back in space, as it would do when you kick it. However, above Seraphine,
Of course, above me.
a compartment in the roof clicks open.
Do I hear this? Do I have time to react? Can I jump back? Anything?
You can.
Can
Oh,
Renala
thank
also,
God.
I don't know, kick her back or something, push her back?
The one time Seraphine would be perfectly fine with Renna like kicking her in the face. Anyways,
You can
okay,
make
so what do I do?
everybody in that corridor can make a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
Ah, I gotta stop saying I'm good at something and then
Well, that's
bullshit
none of
I
it.
did it!